Okay, doing a quick review here of the Augen 7-inch Android Gen Touch tablet PC. Just came out here in the US. It's run you about $150. You can see it has micro SD, a 2.5 millimeter headphone jack, not the standard 3.5 millimeter, mini USB, power button, and the power outlet. On the back, you have the back key, home, search, and menu. And then you have a stylus, which quite honestly feels more like a plastic toothpick than a stylus. Turning the device on, turns on rather quickly, though it was on standby. Leaving it on standby will drain the battery very quickly. Fully charged, I got about 2 hours of battery use out of this with the brightness set at 10 using Wi-Fi. Internet isn't too bad. It's moving away for location. Let's try Engadget right here really quick. So you see right there, it typed a T rather than a G, so we'll hit delete, and even though I'm hitting delete, it's registering the L button. There we go. So yes, you can see that right there. There we go. So here's the G, and again a T. G-A-D-G-E-T. Okay, it seemed to. Okay, now an N. And L again. As you can see, this device is quite horrendous to type on. So for normal browsing, I'd recommend it. Just browsing. Typing, using Skype, all that good stuff. No, you see all the time. All the hard time I'm having just typing Engadget, which really isn't something difficult to type. Okay, go. Let's see now. Okay, and it starts loading fairly quick. Not done up there yet, but you can already start scrolling. It's resistive, not capacitive, so you do have to push down quite a bit. And if it's not working for you, you just gotta push harder. Except for the keyboard, because that's, yeah. Okay. We have, it comes with Gmail. This is an email button right here, but if we move this out, it has Gmail. Opening that, once you put it in an account, you really can't delete it. Let's go to settings real quick. On the settings, we'll go to privacy. Even though the instructions say to go somewhere else, the instructions aren't exactly right about this. Factory data reset. You really can't do this at all. Like, let's just push that right now. You see, you saw how the layer of it. Actually, before I do that, let's show you Gmail real quick. There's Gmail. Address is up there. So okay, so we've got my emails there. An account I created just for this. Okay, so we'll go back to settings, and then we'll go to privacy, factory data reset, reset tablet PC, erase everything. Device has shut itself off. So I'll turn it back on, and while that good stuff is going on, there we go. Show you the rest of the device. Right here we've got a wire sticking out from inside the device, sticking out of the screen, which I'm pretty sure you don't want that. And there's no way to get that wire in because it's bent and it just sticks out. And then for the micro SD, I put mine in, and it really wouldn't come back out. It gets stuck behind the plastic right there when you push in to get out again. So you have to push in and lift up at an angle. It was clocked in. It says 800 megahertz, but another reader clocked it in at 600, which puts it just in line with these other Chinese tablets that are running 600 megahertz and 128 megabytes of RAM, but this one has 256. Now, as you can see, it's exactly the same as before after a factory reset, which apparently erases everything. There we go. Back to Gmail again, and there's the email still. So you really can't get rid of that. Same with Skype and anything. Anything you put in information on, it's there. And if you try to just remove the account, it'll tell you that it's necessary for other applications. So you have to do a factory reset, which, as you can see, does nothing. You can customize it a bit. With the wallpaper, has the live wallpapers like any Android device. iReader, which you can't use unless it has an SD card. Going here to settings, let's go to SD card and tablet PC. Now, as you know, this says it has 2 gigabytes of internal memory. Then the instruction manual says even though it has 2 gigabytes, you can only use 1 gigabyte. And then the tablet says it only has 270 megabytes of available space. So I'm not too sure what's up with that. I tried downloading from Google Marketplace. We'll just go there real quick. Download the first thing. I'll try to download the first thing. That's free. Let's see, games. I'd really like to show. I'm sure everyone would like to know how games work on this, but I really can't get any games going, and you can't put an SD card in without reformatting it or without knowing whether you get it back or not. Go to arcade in action, I guess. Top 3. Robo Defense, let's do that one. It's downloading, starting download, and that's about as far as you'll get. So let's hit the home button, not exit out of that. So we're at home, and last time I tried it up here, it comes up with a cannot do. I'm not really sure what that Edunko local thing is right there. I'm not sure if someone else had this or if Chinese. It just came out, so I'm not sure if it was returned that fast. But the YouTube app, it's YouTube, but it's not the official app. You can't control volume, as I said before. Volume, if you play a video, let's try this one, first one out there. Playing a video, just stop, pause. You can apparently fast forward, but it doesn't really do that. I suppose it has to be loaded, but you can't skip ahead or go back. See now as it loads. Case is decent, but then again, this does heat up very quickly. So that's not too bad. Pause it. Go back. Pause it. I'll play it again. Yep, that button is it's not doing anything. Okay. The device Skype. Typing, as you saw, is not an easy feat on this device. So Skype pretty much renders it useless. Coming back, I'd really like to show you how a game works, but let's go back to Marketplace. Google Maps, by the way, does work. Even the we're still at starting download, so it's just not going to work. So even Street View works quite well. By Wi-Fi, of course, it's very quick. Let's go to Language keyboard is only going to have English. About tablet PC, what some people might be interested in. Firmware 2.1 update 1, so maybe this is updatable. Battery use, when it gets down to 15%, it keeps telling me, it gets down to 50%, says low battery, and then it dies within about 5 seconds after 15%. Cell standby apparently is using 50% of the battery. This thinks it's a phone. It's not a customized interface. It quite honestly believes it's still a phone, though they took off their reception signal, and they changed a few words in here to make it look like it's more fluidly interfaced to an internet tablet PC, but it's not. Model number Telechips TCC8900 2.6.29 kernel version. Okay. Other than that, I'd say it's, if you want to do some internet browsing, not any heavy typing, it's okay. Or if you're a developer looking to do well, I guess some developing, it works. If you don't mind breaking it, and if you break it, I'm pretty sure there's a few other things you can do with it. Haven't been able to put anything else, videos or whatnot on it. But as you can see, it does play YouTube. Use Google Maps. See how quickly this loads up. It's actually a bit slower than it normally does. We'll just hold on the loading address. Yep, we'll go to that one. Then we'll do Street View on this. And yeah, you can see everything. Not bad. This is it's a pretty nice response with this. At least you have to push down rather hard. So not too bad. Again, battery lasts about 2 hours on using Wi-Fi with the brightness at full. Doesn't have any sort of ambient sensors, so it doesn't really know whether it's dark or loud outside, so it won't adjust to that. But for $150, this is something that might hold you over till something else comes out. They have that Notion Ink Atom coming out, iPad next year. Hopefully it'll have a camera in it, and a few other devices. I don't know, it's okay for browsing, but other than that, I would steer clear of it, since it's a very confused tablet PC that thinks it's a phone. Alright, that's it.